Fortune cookies say.
You're listening to the Epic Fail Podcast.
Hello, this is the official episode 1 for Epic Fail. As you probably have noticed, I have no funny voice this week. I've decided that I'm not going to do it all the time. I will throw it out there every now and then, but in the interest of not killing my vocal cords, trying to come up with new voices and such.
For people's sanity.
Yeah, plus, with a helium voice, as you said, it's not easy to get there. And if I do that too often, it's going to be expected, and then it loses its comedic value.
All you gotta do is buy some helium-filled balloons and stuff, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's the easy way out. This show's all about failing, remember?
I do it all the time. I don't even have to worry about it.
Failing?
It just comes naturally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, we know. All right, so let's go ahead and do our little intro thing here again. Scharlett, I'll throw to you first again.
Okay. Oh, right now?
Yeah, right now. What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
Fail number
On the
one.
Come on, let's go.
I'm just waiting for the intro music.
You're not that
I am-
special.
Darn. I am Scharlett. On Airy Peak, I play a Death Knight tank, and I'm a little scatterbrained tonight, apparently. So, that's me.
Okay, next we'll go to Lat.
Hey guys, Lateralis here from Airy Peak. Main a rogue with the Orcbusters raid group. Also an avid Diablo player. Try and raid as much as I can. A few different servers, a few different teams.
And if Vlad is here, see if we can get
I mean,
him
I
to...
think I'm here.
Okay.
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know.
I found him. Stop looking.
Okay.
I'm Vladkov. I play a Ret Paladin on Airy Peak, and I may or may not be drinking that special sauce tonight. I don't know.
Oh, goody. All right, I got my hand on the edit button. Don't worry.
Gotta keep things interesting, man. I mean, what's going on?
Yep.
Why not?
All right. And just like last week, I'm called Draven Dresden. I main a Ret Paladin over on Airy Peak also. And yeah, I think I'm just going to stop there for today.
The man of mystery.
Ooh. I do want to throw in a disclaimer. If you listen to episode 0 and were able to make it through the horrible sound issues we had, A, I hope it's fixed. It should be. B, it was pointed out to me that I may or may not have made our raid team sound bad. So I just want to point out it was not an intentional thing. Anything said was for humor. And despite what it may have sounded like, most of the time they're pretty good people. So now that that's out of the way, disclaimer 2. Most of us are in the CTR guild. Anything we do or do not say does not reflect on CTR as a whole. They're usually a pretty good group of people too, so don't hold them accountable for us.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, now that that's out of the way. Big Blizzard news this week, 6.1 and WoW, Tuesday.
Woohoo!
Yay! Nerf Ellie Shamans. What?
Yeah, well, Starfall's getting nerfed because it needs it. That kind of
Yay, selfie cam.
thing. People and Twitter is getting thrown in. I can just imagine selfie cam with Pepe getting tweeted nonstop.
I'm gonna be tweeting like crazy. I don't know about you guys. Whatever.
Hey, that's fine because I'm fine with people doing that because that tells me who I need to remove off of my Twitter feed.
I'm
Then
probably
you'll
the first
have to
person you're
remove
gonna
me.
The really big move, Epic fail number 2 for the show goes to me. The biggest news for the week, though, Method EU world first Mythic Blackhand earlier today. For those of you who are listening later on, which will be everybody since we're not doing a live show online, that was Friday, the 20th. So congrats to them. I can only imagine Paragon's probably screaming and yelling in Finnish right now.
I'm sure.
Yeah. They'll get it by weekend, I'm sure. So they're not too far behind, but congrats to Method.
Yay.
Definitely, from what little I've been able to gather of it, definitely not an easy boss to fight.
Shit, I mean, half people are stuck at Blast Furnace, and that fight on Heroic is nuts.
Yeah. On normal, it's not too bad, though.
No, it's not too bad on normal, but it's still kind of sucks.
Pretty hectic. I know, I think, was it Blast Furnace? No, it's, what's her name? K-Roz or something like that? Flamebenders? I don't know. I was on another raid team on my mage, and I think we 3-shot it on normal. So that was pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the one you were tanking.
Karaz? Are you talking about the one with the wolves?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Karaz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse my pronunciation. I don't know it either. I'm just kind of making stuff up as I go.
But
whatever.
But yeah, did that fight on normal on my mage. It was this other team. I don't know the raid team's name, but yeah, I think we ended up 3-shotting it, and the reason most likely that we didn't 1-shot it was by that time I had been up for I think 57 hours. I was kind of tired.
You never sleep anyway, but
yeah, but you still get tired.
Yeah.
So I was kind of falling asleep there.
I think a lot of this tier, like Heroic compared to normal, has jumped a substantial amount in comparison to Highmaul.
Oh yeah.
It's like Highmaul normal and Highmaul Heroic weren't too far apart except for damage wise, but like I feel like Blackrock, like everything has jumped tenfold in comparison to Highmaul as far as damage goes from normal to Heroic. I mean, it just seems like fights are kind of a joke on normal, and then you get to Heroic and it's just like, oh hey, we're just gonna wipe for 2 hours trying to get this boss down. But I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Yeah, they're definitely considerably harder, and I can only imagine what the Mythic fights look like. So again,
fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, big grass to Method and all the other world first teams for getting that far so quickly. You guys don't get enough credit, and I doubt any of you are listening to this, but congrats anyway.
Definitely. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. As we said before, 6.1 is coming Tuesday, so I don't expect anyone to be able to log on until Wednesday morning.
If that.
Come on, man! You got to give Blizzard some credit. I think it'll just be a quick,
no
rolling restart.
There's so much UI stuff going on and backend stuff. It's gonna be earliest, since it's a West Coast server, probably 3.
I called off Tuesday. I mean, I expect to go in and see everything right then.
How'd that work out for the Warlords launch?
I mean, I had a week off, and I think I played maybe 6 hours, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got to be an antagonist here.
Yeah. The huge disappointing news out of 6.1 is the Quest Hub Iron Docks is not being put in 6.1. It's got pushed back to 6.2. And that brings up a question that Ro from Realm Maintenance has asked many times. Why was it delayed? It's right there at the Foundry, and it's there to help us take out Blackhand. I'm assuming by 6.2, lore-wise, Blackhand's dead. Why do we need it in 6.2?
Yeah, that's true. But maybe it'll have some updated bosses.
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounded like a far out question, Jackie. Like, or Scharlett, whatever.
Doesn't matter. It does. It. I don't know. I'm just wondering what's happening with it.
Shooting from the hip there.
Yep.
I mean, who knows?
I mean, they might update it to be okay. Well, Iron Docks, that's going to lead into Tinian Jungle for, the Garrosh raid or something like that. But to me, with it being where it is, it just made more sense to go with the Blackrock Foundry raid. And now that it's pushed back, I know they put a lot of effort into it, but it probably should be scrapped, and they should probably just put in something else somewhere else.
Can I just say, I'm a
No.
little tired. Well, I'm saying it
Go
anyways.
ahead.
Even though I know it's all the lore and that, I'm a little tired of fighting all these orcs and like Iron Horde stuff. Am I the only one?
We just got into Warlords. Like, this entire expansion is fucking orcs. Like,
I know. That's
what do
my
you
point.
expect?
Well, keep in mind, lore-wise, from the time we got there and got rid of the portal to the time we technically hit 100, lore-wise, months and months have gone by. So, I mean, we've been fighting. I mean, we've only been doing it for a little while, but in game, it's been like a year at this point.
I mean, let's be real. We've been fighting orcs since, like, I don't know, 28 months ago, maybe 29 because of Siege.
That's
I mean-
that's my point.
But as far as the expansion goes, I mean, you shouldn't be. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
not the expansion. It's like since the end of Panda. Although I'm glad we don't have the Shaw people anymore, because I was getting tired of the Shaw people.
SO transmog run. Let's do it. Come on.
No,
You know you want to go back there.
You guys have fun with that. I got everything I want out of that place.
no, I'm not going back for a while.
No, but I definitely understand your feeling. Like, it's getting old. We've been fighting orcs forever. Like, when's something new going to come out? What's new going to happen? But I think that maybe the next raid might be a little bit of a change. They had hinted at Burning Legion, and that would be extremely fun to come back, and that's kind of how I feel. Like, it might be going.
Yeah.
So, who knows? We'll
Yeah.
see.
I was watching an interview. It was, the sound quality was about as bad as, well, not nearly as bad as our first show, but it was pretty poor quality, but they were trying, so that's what counts. They asked, is it Burning Legion going to be showing up? And I think it was Ian Hostakosis, or however you say his name. I'm just going to call him Watcher because that's his Twitter name and dev name. He had mentioned, there's a lot of things coming up. If you paid attention to your questing, a lot of things that we mentioned are going to come through. So I'm thinking you're going to, at least a hinting of Burning Legion in the Grom raid over in Tinian. Because when you think about it, the bad guys are the Iron Horde, are the warlords. After Blackrock Foundry, there's what, 2 of them left? And we've gone through and annihilated the rest of them already?
Yep.
So you've got Grom and Kilrog. And that's it. I mean, am I forgetting somebody?
I don't think so. What about maybe I'm lost on the lore here, but what happened to Thrall's dad?
Duratan, he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy.
Okay.
He didn't join them. But I mean, other than those 2, we've got Gul'dan, who isn't really part of them, but
Gul'dan needs to die, but you also got to remember the legendary quest lines going after Gul'dan.
Yeah.
And his helpers. So he's going to be, I'd imagine he's going to be the last tier.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. But
well, I don't think he's gonna be, unless he's like locked up. and we have to release him, and he ends up trying to kill us, and so we have to take him out. I don't think he's going to be there. I think he's going to be something else. I don't know what they're going to do with him. Like, he might be a one-off, one-boss raid or something. But I don't think he's going to be there because if you remember the opening quest chain, we had to free him because they locked him up and his pals to power the portal. So I don't see him throwing his lot in with them.
But he's got his own plans, I think.
Oh yeah. He's definitely the danger, basically, to our tunes and our cities and all that.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. Did you want to cover any of the big important patch note stuff besides the selfie cam and all that?
Well, I mean, I think
The what now?
the heirloom tab.
Heirloom tab. That's going to be nice. You get a free mount if you have 35.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have that day one.
I'm pretty close already,
Yeah.
and I don't collect anything like you guys do with your mounts and stuff. But I like leveling stuff, so whatever.
I probably have 35 unique ones.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Pretty sure the Garrosh ones are gonna count also, so that makes it easier.
Oh, way easier for sure.
Yeah.
Not for me.
How many did you got? What, 6?
I had 7 Hellscreams Decapitators.
Did you even see another?
I got 2 rogue daggers, which I don't have any rogues. And I think I have a hunter bow, which I don't play my hunter, so yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you play them; it's just if you have them.
Yeah.
I know, but I would like to have gotten stuff from my monk that I use, or stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The game's telling you to play something else, apparently.
No, the game's telling her where he needs to go Fury, apparently.
I do have a Fury Warrior now.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than the heirloom tab, Dark Moon Fair, you're getting a racetrack, which you get some interesting rewards out of that. Followers will be able to go up to a 670 item level, and I believe they need 660 to do the Blackrock missions. Oh, followers can go up to 675. I'm sorry.
Huh. So that'll
It'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
like
and from what I've
11
heard,
levels.
from what I've heard, you're gonna have 7 things to deal with, not 6. And we are having our own technical issues apparently with one of our hosts. So yeah, 670 followers, 675.
Legendary follower, right? That's coming with 6-1. Yeah.
Corona or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the chick we had to hunt down. That'll be exciting.
She's also going to be in the Warcraft movie. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, that's a random outburst.
Yeah, a little bit.
Colorblind support.
I know several people looking forward to that.
I'm not colorblind, so I can't share that excitement, but I'm sure it rocks for them.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody I'm not colorblind either, so how is it going to be better for them?
Well, basically they're adding, because colorblind has always been in the system. It's just been really horrible. What they're doing is they're adding to it so that if you can't see the color red, you can alter it so that it'll be like purple or yellow or orange, something you can actually see, instead of there's obviously something there, I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So and obviously red's not the only one, but red is the one that seems to be most common. Red and green.
Red-green deficiencies are big. Yeah.
So that's going to be nice for them. Oh, yeah, garrisons. You can summon a raid boss, world boss.
I got to share like the CTR, like Pat Crane and their stance on this. It's like when I'm in my garrison, I want to relax. Like, why would I want to summon a world boss in there?
Well, it's the same as Invasion, just with better rewards.
You know how many invasions I've done?
I haven't done any recently because I don't do the Apex Crystal daily.
I think I've done maybe 2, and only one of them was mine. Another one was helping a friend. So I don't know.
Well, I jump into them.
Yeah.
I jump into them because they can drop mounts. I've never actually gotten one, but I know I was in one and someone got 2 in the same freaking run.
You're welcome. That was definitely me.
Was it?
Yeah.
You can actually hear Scarlett's
Jealousy?
What's the word? Yeah, the jealousy, I guess, would be a good word for it.
Yeah, I've done 3 invasions overall. I've got gold on every one, and I've gotten loot out of 2, and then I got 2 mounts out of that third one. I think I've overall been pretty lucky.
There's 4.
I think there's 4, and I got 2 out of one of them. So I mean, yeah.
I saw
haters gonna hate. I don't care.
Lottery ticket.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's funny because I don't like mounts. I mean, I don't really care. It's just what I ride to where I kill stuff. That's about it.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to look good at riding.
I mean, I do. I got those 2 from that mission. So I mean, I'm good. I'm covered.
Evil.
Yeah. What else do we got? We got some new missions in the mission table.
I want my Blackrock gear.
Yeah. You got to get the 660 on a few tunes. On a few followers, rather. And then on top of that, you are not going to get 100%.
I heard that.
We can max out at, I think, 6 counters. And Blackrock is going to have 7.
Well, now we don't know if the legendary follower is going to have something to help with that or not. I mean,
I'm guessing it will.
I don't know, maybe.
Because they haven't told us what the legendary follower stat thingy is.
Well, no, yeah, they did. So they made that comment to where it's got a trait that lets everything share its counters, right? You remember that?
Okay.
So now if you got a legendary follower that's got 4 or 5 counters. 3, well, however many they're going to have.
Yeah, because everyone else can have 2, so they get 3.
I don't know. There's got to be a way to get to 100%. Like, I can't believe that they would put something in there. Because
Well,
don't even get me started on how many 99% like heroic or mythic cash runs that I've failed.
Oh,
and if I can't get 100, I'm going to be a new breed of angry.
Yeah, well, there's also the whole I've on my mage have failed 100%, which has been since fixed, but still.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was reading. Sorry, this is kind of rambling on a slightly different patch note topic. I was just reading them right now. Your death screen will now show what killed you, so you don't have to wonder exactly what happened.
Or have 7 people in the same raid running that same obnoxious add-on.
I hate that add-on.
Which add-on?
The one that announces what killed people. It's fine if one person's running it, but especially if you jump into a pug or if you're really unlucky, you're doing LFR, and there's 12 people running it. So every time you die, it's just an explosion of chat box.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I mean, I've never really had an issue figuring out what was wrong with me, why I died, because it's always in your combat logs.
Yeah.
Am I the only person that looks at them?
Well, I have SCADA, so I've always looked at that, because I had an issue with my combat log, the given one from Blizzard, and it just would not load for me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So I've always...
I can understand that, but I mean, it's just the general chat, and then you just click over to combat log and click what happened to me, and you die. I mean, I can see how it's going to be helpful for a lot of people, because, I mean, a lot of people don't know it's there, but at the same time, you can have just said, hey, look at this, and it'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to run a lot more. I used to basically have last raid schedule, which was almost every day. So I'd always have something because nobody knew why they died. I was like, well, let's see, you stood in fire for 13 seconds. That might have had something to do with it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So, I mean, I've always had something that showed death. And that's usually what I have, like Skada, because I'll glance at the DPS meters every now and then. As long as bosses die, I don't generally care.
Sometimes I care when I'm tanking, whether it was like not enough heals or was I standing in something that I shouldn't have, or did I not?
I'm talking the DPS side of it. It's there. It's nice to have if like if you aren't meeting the rage timer and you have 15 people doing 27k and one person doing 12.
Yeah.
Then there's a reason why you're not meeting the DPS timer.
Yeah.
So that's that. But what I generally use it for: damage taken, death, healing, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, that's all I use that for. Garrison work orders. They're throwing a new add-on into the game. You'll be able to now hit a button for every work order that you can complete to start those.
That's pretty sweet, because, I mean, clicking constantly to have, like, 21 work orders is kind of annoying. But, I don't know.
I've slowed down.
I don't think I'm the only one.
Yeah, I'm still
Why?
doing.
Is there a reason?
I was only doing the armor stuff from the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
And I have enough stuff stacked so that I probably can get 2 or 3 followers up. And I don't know, I don't have my trade buildings anymore.
You get rid of them?
Yep.
The beginning of the expansion? What is your logic behind it? Do you not, do you have some sort of logic or some sort of, like, knowledge on what's coming out next? Or do you just
I wish.
get
No,
rid of
I
them?
I wasn't making. I got my tailoring mount. I wasn't making the cloth stuff to sell. Same for engineering. Nobody buys the goggles because everyone who's an engineer makes them for themselves. So.
You got the pets with engineering. Though.
Yeah. I guess it just depends on what professions you're using, I guess.
Well,
I kept my stuff because I upgrade my stuff to being, blacksmith and everything else.
Yeah, you can upgrade to level 4 coming 6-1, so it's going to be, what, 680?
670. I believe is what it was.
I think you get to 670 now.
Oh, maybe it's 680.
Something like that.
The fourth upgrade will be nice, and I mean some of them are really pretty good for generating gold too, like the enchanting. You can.
Well, I do have the enchanter, and I have the.
I just can't. I can't think of a reason why I would get rid of the stuff right now. That's just me. It's too early in the expansion for me to just drop what I had.
Well, I mean, in her defense, if she's not using them, she can throw something else in there, and it's easy to switch back if something comes up.
I'm not saying Scharlett's bad or nothing. She plays a DK. That's just kind of talking for herself or something. But anyway.
Damn.
Shots fired.
Oh boy.
No, but I can see what a lot of people would say. Hey, I don't need this anymore. Why am I using this? Because I do the same thing with gathering professions. Because I was like, screw this. Like, what's the point of this? I get like 10 times what I would get farming in an hour from this daily, so why would I use it? So.
Well, I know the tunes I have that have gathering, I am not getting rid of the gathering, because I have this sneaking suspicion that we're not getting a garrison the next expansion, which means.
That's 2 years from now, maybe.
Yeah, well, think about it. If no one has a gathering profession, all you have to do first night, go out, gather for. However long you decide to, throw it on the auction house. You're gonna make millions of gold because nobody else can get it.
There's probably a lot of people that have that same idea.
Yeah, but there's
The demand will certainly be higher than it would be otherwise.
Yeah, the demand's going to be huge. So we're looking at huge prices. So, like I was telling, I don't even remember who it was, last expansion, the gathering things are where the money's at the beginning of the expansion. This particular expansion, not so much.
Right off the bat, they were still pretty decent.
For like a week or so.
Yeah.
Well, most people were leveling.
But plus, a lot of them now, 6.1 is going to introduce 125 stat single serving food.
Yeah.
So it's going to...
Crescent fish are going to be huge.
Fish and things used to craft those are going to be...
It's awesome.
Skyrocket. If you haven't bought yours yet, you should probably do that.
Oh, yeah, my Paladin's mailbox, I can't even...
I'm stacked.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
I can't... I've got my add-on for mail yelling at me every time I log into my Paladin. You have 326 mails that we can't show.
Wow. That's a little crazy.
That's a little OCD with it, maybe.
It was cheap, so I bought all of it.
Won't they start deleting themselves?
Is it 30 days?
Yeah, you get 30 days. I will have 9 days after the patch hits to craft them all. And the food is not bind on pickup. So you can craft it, send the food off to an alt, and let it come back to you as you need it.
Send it to a bank tune and make a bazillion gold on the auction house, you mean?
There's that too.
Let's be real.
Yeah, that'll happen too. Let's see. The Dwarven Bunker / War Mill for Horde. The level 3, you can turn in Iron Horde scraps for armor and weapon enhancement tokens, which is the 615, 630, 645. I would imagine the 645 is going to cost more than the others, but buying the others is a waste of time because you need to get up to 670 anyway, and at this point most of us should have followers close to max anyway.
Yeah, I think almost all of mine are capped at 655 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I stopped at 54 because it was at one point and I knew this was coming, so I just was like, you know what, I'll save that extra token. Like I got one follower has a 655 because of the legendary item that you get for the garrison thing. You get a 655 weapon and a automatic epic quality.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I did that.
I had that one.
Yep. So one person has a 655 weapon. Other than that, they've all got 54.
That reminds me, another thing for 6.1 is the automatic leveling for pets through an item from 1 to 25 for people like me who don't care about pets, who want to get the pet menagerie. I can't remember the name of the damn thing now, but I know there's one coming out.
One of the stones, like it's similar to the battle stones or something.
Yeah.
That'll be good, and they're supposed to be nerfing, if they haven't already. Did they already nerf them the menagerie initial fights?
No, that's coming. That's Tuesday.
Those were brutal. That's my OCD about having that question mark is what made me start doing pet battles.
Yeah.
And
I unlocked it and haven't looked at it since. So I have a level 2 menagerie because you could upgrade it whenever you wanted.
Right.
And other than that, the closest I've gotten to it is the vendor right outside of it.
Oh wait, you don't have to do the quest, like you don't have to beat that carrot to get the next level?
You have to beat the carrot to get the menagerie to actually show up as a menagerie. After that, level 2, same with every other building, you can get level 2 no problem. It's level 3 that's the problem. You have to do, 2,000, 5,000 pet battles in Draenor?
I think they changed it. I think it's like 200 or 500 or something.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Yes.
I still have to beat the carrot.
Carrot?
Carrot's no joke.
What are you talking about? I have no clue.
There's a
So
pet
when you first
boss.
unlock it, you have to fight three legendary pets in the garrison. There's like a rat, some weird thing that runs around over by the fishing hut, and then Carrotus Maximus.
Oh.
And I thought, oh, okay, these are level 25. I'll just get to level 25, and then this will be no problem. No, you have to have like a very specific set of level 25 pets to even have a chance at them. So
Yeah. It took me, I think, 2 tries to get Carrot down, and he was the last one because he's the hardest.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm jealous.
But yeah, some other news. The fireplace in the Garrison Town Hall for Alliance and the big pyre outside in the middle for Horde can now be used as a cooking fire. Which, why didn't they do that from the start?
where at?
Because Blizzard.
The fireplace in your town hall, like where you do your missions, on the other end of the room is a fireplace.
Oh, yeah. I just use the one over. There's a fire inside the herb hut. That's the one I use.
Honestly, I pull out my pet little Ragnaros and use him.
You can cook on Ragnaros?
Yeah.
My mind is blown.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The other one you can use, I think, is Pierre from last expansion.
Oh yeah, I did know about Pierre,
yeah,
the engineering one.
Yeah, he's like a little oven.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Ragnaros was the first pet you could use, and the day I bought little Ragnaros, which was the day they released him, I started making stuff on him because I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That's awesome.
Let's see, the trading post. You can no longer requires garrison resources to build or upgrade.
Oh, nice.
That's good. You're going to get some people coming in, and it varies from person to person, garrison to garrison, tune to tune. So, like if I got the ore person, he's in my garrison, whereas you might have the herb person, and Vlad could have the fish person, and whatever the fourth one is, you could have that, Scharlett.
Gotcha.
And we can go to each other's garrisons and get all the quests for them, because they give you a daily quest for doing stuff.
Sweet.
So that's cool. There's a new trait that you can look at in the inn. Treasure Hunter. It ups the gold that you get from your gold missions.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so that'll be what I start searching for as soon as that comes live.
They're nerfing Scavenger
They are nerfing Scavenger.
They're nerfing Scavenger.
by 100%, which kind of sucks.
Wow.
But at this point,
it's-
everybody should probably be pretty close to capped, or at
Saying
least
it's
I'm
being-
pretty close.
Saying it's being nerfed by 100%, while accurate, isn't true. It's going down to 100 instead of up from 200. So it's actually a 50% nerf. It just, with the actual numbers listed, it is by 100.
Yeah.
But it's still a 50%. You're getting half as much instead.
I think I have 3 characters that are capped at 10,000 pretty much permanently, so I'm unaffected by this.
Yeah.
I just found an awesome way to get rid of your garrison resources.
If you tell
Trading
me
post?
the trading post and enchanting mats, I'm going to smack you for being a month late.
That's what it was.
Oh boy.
I hear a slap coming.
Ouch.
Easy.
For those listening in, I clapped my hands. I didn't actually hit her. I would never actually hit a girl.
And we're not in the same location, so.
That also helps. Another big, huge change that a lot of us are looking forward to because of bag space. A lot of the stuff that change what you look like, the character stuff, and the weird, goofy trinkets and shapeshift and all that fun stuff that never got put in the toy box
Are going to the toy box?
are now going to the toy box.
Woot.
If they don't go in the toy box, I probably already threw them away.
I did not. I even
I
kept.
prize my bag space.
Yeah, I even kept some of the stuff on my paladin that did go in the toy box. Like Sylvanas' music box, my paladin still has the actual item.
I got lucky on that one. I had it in my bag,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have it equipped because I was trying to sell it.
Yep.
And I got it automatically learned for me, so I got to sell mine anyways.
Same thing for me with Muradon's Favor.
Yep. That was kind of a nice glitch.
Yeah. Jaina's Locket, unfortunately, is not a toy, so it won't do that, so that would be a nice thing I'd like to get rid of, but seeing as how I already have at least one way to dollar on my own anyway.
The ring?
Yep.
Yep.
But I'd still like to throw the...
That ring was expensive.
It
was when I was trying to do. I think it's only 4K, but.
Yeah, well, you have to up. It's like an upgrade system. You have to have one ring to buy the next upgrade to buy the next upgrade, and I think it ends up being like 12, 16K total.
Oh yeah, forgot that part.
Ashran is going region wide, which for those of us who do not know what that means, instead of what we used to have as battle groups, which is this server, this server, this server, this server, it is now North America, Europe, Russia, Oceanic, all this, like whatever region, like for in our case North America, all of North America is now Ashran at the same time. There are going to obviously be multiple instances of it, or multiple phasings, because it's not going to be able to hold that many people all together.
Now I can rip everybody's face off in the U.S. What's up?
So, so you could face anybody from any of the North American servers, but it's going to be instanced, like...
Yeah, it's going to be just like...
like when you zone into Draenor, you can get into multiple instances on the server, right?
It's the only thing, basically, this is going to do is, instead of having a 7-hour queue time to get in, from what I've been hearing, is it should drop it down to maybe like 20 minutes.
That's not bad.
Because, I mean, it's every Horde character in the U.S. has it who can get into Ashran can now queue up for Ashran, and it'll just start, like if one fills, number 2 starts filling. When that's filled, 3 and 4 and 5, and it's basically just non-stop like that. So unless you group up with someone, you might not, if you're both in Ashran, you might not see each other, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
The new lighting is getting thrown in, anti-aliasing gets thrown in, and for those people listening, basically if you have a really good computer, it's gonna look prettier.
Fantastic.
That's pretty much what that is.
I'm pretty stoked for that.
Yeah.
Is it going to look better on your computer, Lat?
Yeah, I'll probably be able to notice a difference.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to notice a difference. It's just the higher end computers are going to notice it more.
I already play it at ultra maxed out at 4K, so...
Do you have sun shafts?
Yes.
Nice.
Everything's turned on to max.
I won't play with sun shafts. I'd like to, just for like going out and doing screenshots, but in terms of actual playing, that doesn't bother me. Oh, that reminds... Yeah, Fire Kitty is now also going through the toy thing. They're putting that in.
Can non-druids use it?
No, it's still a druid thing.
Oh.
But there's a toy for druids to be Fire Kitty instead of having to go to Firelands every couple weeks to get the little seeds off the ground, or having the staff. It looks like the legacy system is getting thrown in. Where people who used to play can now have the same access that Starter Edition has, only, obviously higher character level and that kind of thing, but they'll at least be able to log in, basically, is all it is.
Oh, good. That's some good news for some friends of mine who can't play right now.
Yeah. Quest items, like you get from the Grand, the 98 plus area, should be better suited to each character now. So in my case, I would get, if there was a trinket that dropped, but it was in spirit for healers, it'll now be for ret if I'm in that spec and using that for my loot. But apparently it only works in Nagrand.
Why only Nagrand?
Because the gear doesn't matter until you're max level anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were raiding Siege for the year and a half it was out, you've got better gear until you hit Nagrand. And
Yeah, but a lot of those people have already leveled up. And I mean, I guess people had alts, but still.
Yeah, I had 11 alts, and admittedly I didn't go through Siege on all of them. I at least did LFR once on every single one. And they were mostly geared enough that,
I was thinking about that.
like my Warlock, I didn't see an upgrade until Gorgrond. And then, you know, Spires had one, and Nagrand had like 2 or 3. So other than that, you know.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah. All right.
That covers most of the Diablo or the
The WoW
WoW
stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's some class stuff which I would recommend anyone listening to actually read the notes themselves. Just know that if your major AoE stuff is the reason you're topping the meters, it's getting nerfed. Windwalker monks are going from first to last to first again. Other than that, that sounds about WoW-ish done.
Oh, by the way, I just had to one more thing.
Hmm.
I ripped Gruel's face off this week in heroic. No, it was normal. 36.7k.
There you
So,
go.
Good job there.
99th percentile.
On your ret?
That's awesome.
Yep, Rip Pally.
Good work, man.
Yeah, good job. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for WoW. There is some Hearthstone stuff that there was some controversy there. If you want to talk about that real quick, Scharlett, since you actually know what happened.
Yeah, it's not a big thing. It's just there was some scandal over one of the players who turned out to be. They were on one of the pro teams, and turns out they turn out to be one person on camera and a different person who plays the account, and they're in different countries. So there was a lot of drama around that, and they left the team. The team did still try to give them a chance to prove themselves and have like a LAN tournament where they could appear and, you know, prove themselves, but they declined and left the game. So that's all the Hearthstone drama this week. I haven't really been playing too much Hearthstone this week.
Because you've been playing.
Diablo.
That girl.
Me
So-
too. What's
So
up?
you were playing the red-headed stepchild of Blizzard.
You watch your tone.
What?
I don't know,
I got-
dude. Diablo's pretty freaking awesome. Excuse my
I
language.
did. It's
Whatever.
I got power leveled by Lat, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
Helped out.
And
Vlad hit 70 just probably 20 minutes ago
Yeah.
on his season
Wait,
2.
You're not giving this show all of your attention?
What are you talking about?
Of course
I didn't have to pay attention for me to get run through by Lat here. I just kind of stood back and he did all the work and I just kind of was talking. But yeah, I mean, I only got power leveled for the last level, but I mean, I still within 24 hours hit 70 compared to, you know, somebody who's getting power leveled through the whole time. Cough, some random DK that we're talking with. It only took me 2 days. And I
I
haven't
kind
played
of
in, I don't know, 2
hit
years, it feels like.
Paragon level 53 now.
I
Dang.
think I'm
Been doing
already 7 now. I mean, in 20 minutes ago.
Sweet.
Loser.
If you're struggling
Yeah,
with
the first ones go pretty quick. Then it gets a little longer. Like my non-seasonal guys, up towards 600, I think. But my season 2 character's only at 70. I haven't put much time into them yet.
Okay. So yeah, season 2 started, and I heard there's a patch that just came out.
Yeah, we got a not came out. We just getting our first look at it, patch 2.2. They haven't released a whole lot of info yet, aside from they're going to add some new sets and new goblin types, which is always cool.
Is that the picture they posted not too long ago?
Yeah.
The 3 of them side by side?
Yep. There's one that drops gold. There's one that splits into smaller goblins when you kill them. And then there's one that has like elite packs or something that he uses as distractions. So that should be interesting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave. If you've got anything else Diablo-wise, feel free to talk about it because I haven't touched it since probably about a month after expansion came out.
We've all been doing our homework and picking Diablo up. You should probably do the same. I mean, just saying.
Hey.
Just calling you out, on air. So I mean. Why
Well,
not?
see, here's the thing though. I've been playing Heart of the Storm.
He's
Heroes
been
of the
playing
Storm?
the other quote-unquote redheaded
Or
stepchildren.
StarCraft.
I intentionally did it wrong.
Heart of the Storm. You mean whatever.
Heroes? Yeah. Yeah.
Which one? Because there's isn't
been
it like
doing-
Heart
I've
of the
been playing
Swarm or
both.
something like that for StarCraft? Whatever.
I've been playing both HOTS a little bit. Heroes more than StarCraft, but
Who plays StarCraft anymore except for those like Asian guys that always win every year? I mean,
well,
It's
there's a
huge.
reason they play. They make a lot of freaking money playing that game.
that's true. Wish I could make a lot of money playing video games.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yep. Speaking of, there is a WCS tournament going on, but it's still early on, so there's really no big news there. If you follow StarCraft, it's the names you expect in there are there. That's really it.
Didn't BlizzCon qualifiers start last week for WoW? Maybe for everybody. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
There was an arena team, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the arena stuff started for BlizzCon this year already.
Oh yeah, they start early.
And my bad for not doing the research to see who it was. Sorry.
It's still early on, so as we get closer, we'll cover that a little bit more. Yeah, there's really no StarCraft news except for that tournament's going on. Heroes, the only real news. Loveth is in the air skin. Nazebo has his Jester skin just put in game this week. It looks awesome. I don't have him yet, and I want to get that skin, but I don't want to pay the money for it. Murky, I bought. I paid gold for him.
Murky is cute.
Oh, he's fun.
I know.
His entire MO in that, or at least how I have understood it, so I might be doing it wrong, is you hide your egg so you get a quick spawn timer, and you just go and you just keep throwing yourself at a wall until it falls down, and you just, as you die, you just go back and do it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been leveling all the freebies up to 5 for the extra gold. I'm still having all kinds of fun with Abathur. He's my personal favorite. And yeah, there's really not a whole lot going on there. I'm assuming the tournaments for that will start picking up here semi-soonish. Which leaves Overwatch. Still not a whole lot of news there. They tweeted this past week. They're hinting at a new map for PAX, which they have officially said it will be playable at PAX. So if you're going to PAX East in Boston, if you can find your way there through all the snow, then you can play Overwatch. The only other news in terms of Overwatch is the people over at ZAM who run, I think they pronounce it Owl King, which is Overwatch King. Their website's like Wowhead only for Overwatch. They got invited over to Blizzard headquarters to actually play an early version of either pre-PAX or post-PAX. I didn't see the dates. So you got some people doing that. So it sounds like they're going to start the Overwatch hype here up pretty shortly.
Awesome.
I'm very excited for that. I'm not a shooter person, but that game just looks fantastic,
Yeah.
at least from what I've seen.
I'm going to be horrible at it, and I'm going to stand by my comments. I will play Reaper, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can carry me in Heroes, but I'll probably end up carrying you in Overwatch, so it's okay.
I don't have the reaction time for FPS anymore.
I do. I'm probably the youngest person here.
You're what, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, go ahead.
I think I'm 14, maybe.
Oh, okay.
14. I'll be 14 in March. It's okay.
This many.
I'm this many?
Easy.
Yay!
Yeah, other than that, that's really all the news Blizzard-wise. I mean, I might be missing something, but that's the overview at least. Anything else you guys want to add?
All I got, man. It's kind of a dry week.
Yeah.
Aside from patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been really loving Diablo, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I've noticed. You guys are always in there.
I mean, I hadn't played since, it first came out, and then I'd picked it back up, and holy cow, things have changed, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Gear everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing I want to throw out there is congrats to Azeroth Roundtable, who just did episode 100 earlier tonight.
Wow.
So congrats to
That's
them.
a lot of casting.
Oh yeah.
Yay, episode 100.
Yep. Just think, guys, we might get there someday.
Yeah, maybe.
Amazing.
When we're older.
This is back in my day.
That would be amazing.
So, yeah.
I think that's the wrap up, right?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
do
there's-
shout outs?
Yeah, if you guys want to do a shout out to somebody, feel free.
Shout out to
Yeah.
all the OB. Let's go in there and kill some bosses on Monday, huh?
That would be nice. I think we're gonna get that boss down that night.
I
You
think
guys working on now?
There's a river.
What?
Yeah.
We're on Beast Lord.
Oh, yeah.
We got, what did we get? Like 4% that one time?
4%. That was amazing.
a
Yeah.
couple real good pulls. We'll kill him one day, and I think we're gonna have less of a hard time with some of the bosses that follow him up than we do with him. I hope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think he's like the Horadon of this raid tier. Like, you just get humped over the second boss, and then afterwards it's a bit easier. That's my opinion.
Well, technically speaking, Gruul is the second boss because you're supposed to do Orc Warrior first, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll just skip that part.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Speaking of Orc Warrior, they just released an add-on for that fight.
really,
Yeah, you must not have seen it.
no, I didn't.
It's a little mini-map icon, and it actually shows where he can and cannot roll.
Oh, nice.
That'll be really good.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, since that's where everyone has the issue, if we get some people to get that add-on for our raid group, that's maybe a 2-shot right there.
We can hope.
Woot.
He did get nerfed. His roll damage got nerfed big time, so
Yeah,
he's
so,
not.
So instead of doing 1,000,000 damage, he's only doing 500k, which is still enough to kill everyone.
It's
Yeah.
200k on heroic.
You can survive it, to be honest. I mean, personal cooldowns, it's not bad.
Yeah. Okay, so Lat, you did your shoutouts. You got anything, Scharlett?
Nope. Just to my Arcbusters raid team and CTR guildies. Hello. And I hope everyone has a good weekend this weekend.
All
That
right.
was lame.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, you're up, Vlad.
Shout out to CTR for being awesome. I mean, all the time. And shout out to Gear Grind on Airy Peak for getting down heroic maidens this week.
Woot.
And I'm not going to shout out to CTR or Orcbusters, only because you guys already did. I already did my shout out. That was the Azeroth Roundtable. They're a bunch of guys. They're cool guys.
Awesome.
Yep.
There you go.
And that would appear to be our show. So have a good week, and we'll see you next time, hopefully with some more news in terms of stuff to look forward to and do in games.
Yes.
Very cool.
See you next week.
Okay.